What's going on? My name is Nick Tan and I'm the owner of Outside Leads, which is a marketing agency in the home service space. And today I'm going to be playing around with the new ChatGPT agent to see if it can actually help you make money or if it's just another hyped up AI tool. So here's the deal. ChatGPT just launched Agents, which is a new feature that lets you build custom automations combining web browsing for digging up real-time company info, things like code execution, file handling, even pulling in data from CRM, Gmail, and even your Google Calendar if you wire it up right. I'm testing whether ChatGPT agent can replace hours of manual outreach. No more spreadsheets, no more digging through websites for names and emails, no more copying and pasting personalizations. I want to test if I can actually just sit back and relax and let it handle the entire client acquisition workflow. Last month, my marketing agency pulled in just under $100,000 in revenue helping home service businesses scale with AI. So today, I'm the guinea pig using my own business to test this tool. So let's find out if you can use ChatGPT agent to make client acquisitions easy and actually make some money this week. All right, so we're in my ChatGPT account. If you click this button here, you'll see something called agent mode. So you want to select that. And this is where I'm going to start to play around with some of the prompts. So I run a lot of ads to acquire clients for my marketing agency. So what I actually want to do is test if I can have basically another client acquisition system, which is doing some outreach, doing some cold outreach and having ChatGPT agent do that. So the first thing I want to do is just prompt it on my business. So I'm the owner of OutsideLeads.com, which is a marketing agency in the landscape and permanent lighting space. Run ads to clients, however, to create cold outreach channel. With this. So I just, right now, what I'm basically doing is just prompting it. I want it to look up, my website, look up who my ideal clients are and see what it does initially. And then I'm probably going to have to basically, direct it a little bit more. Okay, so basically I'm going to focus on cold email. So I want to give it some info on my ideal client. So I'm going to basically tell it what my offer is. Okay, so basically I'm just prompting it. I want to focus on email specifically. My offer is specific for outdoor lighting businesses. We guarantee $100,000 in revenue in 90 days using my outdoor lighting OS system, which is what my offer is. And basically the offer is utilizing meta ads plus AI appointment setters. Additionally, you can find more info about my business on OutsideLeads.com. So let's see what it does. So the interesting thing is, it's actually pulling up its own browser and doing research on how to actually best effectively do this cold outreach for my specific offer, which is interesting. It's also gathering info on my offer specifically on what it can find. So basically, while this is working, I can start to focus on other things in the background and things like that. I also have a feeling this is once you kind of prompt it, once you kind of set these strategies up, it's going to be very rinse and repeat. So I can definitely see this being very, very leveraged in a really easy way. So obviously there's, for cold outreach specifically, there's a lot of different tools and things like that. But it still definitely requires, some sort of touch point or you actually doing something. So I'm interested to see whether or not this is going to be a little bit more hands off and can actually set it up in a way where it's a little bit more automated. So maybe it's scraping the leads, inputting the leads into ChatGPT and having it be able to, leverage the leads, go through the leads and personalize each email and things like that. So those are kind of the things I want to be testing here. Okay, so you can see here, it's actually going onto my website, reading everything that we do, that we offer. So this saves a lot of time in you having to do research on what's effective and what's not as well, which is cool. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT spit out here. So I've prepared a comprehensive cold outreach strategy that is tailored for outside leads. Covers deliverability, legal compliance, list building, email sequence. All right, perfect. Okay, so this is where it's getting info. So it went to my website and basically just found what my offer was. Cool. So lots of compliance stuff here. How to list build, which is great. There's a lot of softwares for this. So what I think is, obviously you could use ChatGPT agent to build some lists and things like that, but this is pretty cool, like finding the Association of Outdoor Lighting Professionals and International Landscape Lighting Institute. Getting into those would be interesting. And then this is what's actually pretty cool. So it actually generated some emails, an email sequence based on the research it did, which is the best practice. So this is cool. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna play around with it and test and see if it can actually find a few leads for me and see if it can actually customize these scripts and personalize these scripts to that specific business. Can you find me three emails of my ideal client? I don't want generic emails like info at. I want to find, emails that actually have a name to it, because generally those are going to be more higher quality and people that you can actually get a hold of. Versus if you just send it to an info at, it's just going to be, a generalized email that maybe, a receptionist sees or something like that, where it's actually not a decision maker. All right, let's see what that prompt does. This is cool. Like, it's, the prompting has gone significantly easier. You can literally just be direct and, just be very specific in what you're looking for, right? If you're like, the fact that it really understood this is great, where it's not going to find these generic addresses. So you can see here, it's actually working. It's going through different lighting, lighting company websites to find the website, scrape the their emails and things like that. It's doing different type of searches, so very cool. And again, let's say you scraped a bunch of emails, you already have a list. You could also upload it into ChatGPT agent here, and then what you could do is basically prompt it to take the email sequence that it created and personalize it for each person and send it out. Because what you can also do is log in to this area, right? So you can actually take over and actually log in to the ChatGPT agent browser that it's using, and then they can actually start sending out the emails on behalf of you. All right, cool. So it actually generated some quality emails, and these are all, pretty much ideal clients. They're the owners and things like that. So let's take this email. Based on the email sequences you created earlier, please customize them to this person. I want the email to be customized with things that are personal and unique to them. My goal is to get a high response rate through personalization. All right, let's see what it does. I want ChatGPT agent to now customize the email based on this person. So I want it to look up different things, might go through, the website, it might search up the person itself to see if it can actually find something that's unique and that it can actually plug into the email sequence, and then we can start using it from there. All right, so you can see it's doing its research right now. All right, let's see what it has. So here's a customized 3 email sequence tailored specifically for Kevin Hunt. So, hi Kevin, I was browsing the world-class outdoor lighting site. Love the story behind your business. 20 years of experience in home improvement and running 3 companies. All right, list of 3 companies, a huge achievement, your dedication. So my name's Nick, founder of Outside Leads. We help specialist contractors like you generate more leads and sales through meta ads and AI appointment setting, allowing you to focus craftsmanship instead of marketing. One of our clients tripled their lead volume in 30 days. More nice, and even guarantee 100K new revenue within 90 days. This is pretty good. Like, considering this is like fully customized and personalized and everything, this is great. Social proof and tailored value. What sets us apart is our 100K in 90 days guarantee. Yeah, I like that it's really focused on the offer. Using meta ads and AI appointment setters, we bring in high intent homeowners directly to your door. That way you can continue focusing on design and installation. Yeah, so then it follows out, tells you the exact cadence. So should I close out our conversation? Hi Kevin, I wanted to check in one last time. I know you're juggling. I'll close your file if I don't hear back. If growing your lighting business with guaranteed revenue and hands-free marketing sounds interesting, just reply yes or pick a time here. Okay, great. So this is really good. I really like it. I don't think I would make many changes. It'd be, really easy to test that, see what kind of response rates. So I'm gonna just test this. Can you help me send this, Kevin? Okay, so what it just said there is that I could log in to my Gmail if I really wanted to, and then basically ChatGPT agent would go in and actually send this. So you can see it's opening up a new tab here, and then basically it'll prompt me to actually log in, which is very interesting because then you could actually do this on a higher scale. All right, let's see if it actually allows it to happen. Okay. So here you can see it's prompting me to log in. So I could click take over, log in, and then ChatGPT can draft and actually send the personalized email to Kevin, right? So I'm not going to do that right now, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is something you can actually set up, and then once it's set up, you can actually do this at scale. So if I was to actually go through with this, what I would do is probably have a software that scrapes all the leads, gets really high quality emails. Then I would upload it to ChatGPT. I would get ChatGPT to customize every email to be personalized with that exact sequence, and then have it automatically send this out at scale, which is really, really cool. The other thing I want to test, because my main business acquires clients through paid ads and using a VSL funnel, I actually want to use ChatGPT agent to basically get the top VSLs out there and actually audit my VSL, audit my funnel against, the top VSLs that are performing, and see how it can actually improve. So if you want me to film that, and you want to see that, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to do so. But hopefully you got some insights on ChatGPT agent today. It's still really, really new, so I'm going to be playing around with it, testing things out, and I will update you guys as I go. So hopefully you enjoyed.